subject to do well in that subject. By enrolling for a course, we are able to cut down those hours to almost half that time, because you come to class, we are able to show you the exam technique, able to show you the focus areas, how to focus and how to cut through the chest and try and get to what the examiner is looking for. But we cannot eliminate that time to zero, so we try and have it to 150 hours. But you still need to invest the time. So by the time you're taking 2-3 subjects, please mindful that on average you're still going to need 150 hours. You have to be working by, say, between now and the actual exam day, I've only put in 40 hours to this. I still need to put 110 hours. It's like almost like a critical path. Work backward from the day you're going to run back. We probably find that you don't have 100 hours to put. That should tell you right now that you're already running a very critical project. You need to now start finding every single element of time that you've been wasting, or you try and deploy that and reinvest back in your studies. I've just also outlined here what you probably find this. We used to give this in CharterQuest. We no longer give that. It's now part of the CIMA, my CIMA thing, which is commonly called your exam by learning outcome. I started by talking about check the syllabus area, analyze the question requirement, and I talk about the component learning outcome. Think this out. The examiner has given you exam by learning outcome. When we started, we said component learning outcome. These are those same component learning outcomes. It's not by joke. The examiner has gone back and said, okay, we warned you. I've just given you, this is all just for one of the subjects. It's applicable to all the subjects. So you can go into your MyCIMA, you look for this particular document. They've gone back, taken back all those learning outcomes, which we told you from the beginning. We'll have to be able to check, can you discuss the following? Can you evaluate the following? Can you distinguish this? We have long told you that this is what we're going to do. And this is what we do every exam. We come, we outline what we say. Exam May 2010, November 2010, March 2010. These are all the exams which have happened. Every time exam sit, CIMA updates this document. So you can see all the way up to what we want, September 2014. You can almost see, you can analyze and you see your spread. Anybody who is actually doing this particular subject can clearly see that this particular learning outcome is a key issue. Look at this. They accessed it, question 1, 2010, November 2010, March 2011, May 2011, September, they skipped it for 3, they went back to it. You can almost see that not much is happening here. That does not mean that they're not going to assess it. You can almost see. You can see the clustering, the areas where you can almost like, you can take this thing and say, I'm going to put it high risk, medium risk, low risk. You count the number of exams. From the time this new syllabus was introduced, how many exams have we written? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You count all the way where if you get 15 exams, you can almost say, okay, 15 exams, top tier quarter. Anything which has been tested 8 times out of 15 exams is a high risk area. So you say 15, 8. So anything from 8 plus is high risk. Let me just try and outline that in terms of, from 8 plus, you can say high risk. You can say between 4 to maybe 4 to 7 is medium risk. 0 to 3, low risk. All you need to do is to come by and say, okay, let's count this area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, take all the way to 2014, 8. You almost say, okay, this pay has been assessed more than 8 times the last 15 exams. So this is a high risk. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a medium risk. You almost count. You can give you some form of idea. This is not saying you must go and question sport. Like I started by saying, you got so little time, you're working, you got spouses and kids to look after, there's so much you want to do, you want to find the most efficient and logical method to get to what are the core examinable areas so you can focus on those, do well. This is simply saying the high risk areas, you need to master them. In other words, if you're going to take all the past questions in these areas that they've already been set, you go through thoroughly. Medium risk areas, maybe if you don't have time, you might not have to go through everything, maybe half of them. Low risk areas, maybe 1/3 of them. You have prepared yourself, because some people, somewhere, they'll be studying without any reflection as to what is the high risk area, what's the medium, and then they end up spending so much time in the areas that are not often examined. And then you go to the exam, you start getting surprised with the nature of question and the rest. So please use this document. It is actually part of your CIMA thing. Do some analysis. Use it between now and the actual mock and between now and the actual exam. Get a sense for each subject, what are the key highly examinable areas, especially your medium risk as well as your high risk. you focus on those and make sure that you exhaust those areas as effectively as you can. That's what I thought we must share with you during the season for in terms of your preparation for your November 2040 exams. Next year, the exam session is going to be changing. We're going to update this documentary or this video every session to try and capture the key developments with respect to the session. I wish you well with your revision season, which has just started. Good luck, see you on campus, and good luck with your ultimate exams. Thank you very much.